Now, today, all I did was play the story mode of Mortal Kombat 1. The exception being, for the first hour of my first stream, I played the tutorial to learn basics. And I already learned all these advanced strategies. For example, I had no idea that there was a perfect block. I had no idea there was actually an up block in Mortal Kombat now. I also had no clue about how to implement the cameos and how there's different versions of the cameos. And also, I didn't know that there was a delayed getup. So I learned like a bunch of stuff just by playing the hour of the tutorial. I'm glad I did. And then we went right into the story mode, of which this game, they say it's around 6 to 8 hours long, depending on how long it takes you to play it. So initially, I get told by everybody, this story mode is piss easy. It's too easy. So you got to put it on hard or it's not going to be fun. Okay, so I put it on hard. We start with the first fight. And as I'm just, okay, let me try a special move. Here's the computer. Ha, 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 like non-stop combos, mix-ups, throws. I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't even do a special move. The whole point of story mode is you use a variety of characters, and they have a few moves and combos, and you mess around, you kind of learn the basics of the character, and figure out, hey, is this a character that I'd maybe like to play when I actually get to, like, the multiplayer or whatever? You couldn't do anything. The hard mode is literally an insane flurry of attacks. You can't do anything besides, you have to play, like, super hard. You can't even learn the game. So I'm like, well, this is a waste of time. So then I put it to medium, and immediately I realized medium is way too effing easy. In medium, the computer just kind of stands around and does nothing. Every once in a while, it'll do an attack, but almost never. So there's no in between. There's no actual medium difficulty. It's either ridiculously easy or ridiculously hard. Now, if I were playing this story mode and I had already played the game and knew the basics of the game and the characters, I would have played it on hard. Why am I going to do that now? You're talking a 6 to 8 hour story mode if I can't even win the matches at all because the game is literally hitting flurries of attacks and mix-ups and things that you don't even know what you're doing because it's the first time you've played the game. I would never beat it. So obviously I had to go back to medium. Immediately, of course, a bunch of moronic idiots spamming, oh, now this sucks, and blah, 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 because they're morons. These are the same idiots who always want me to play hyper-difficult games and fail because they laugh at my fails. This is the people who were so upset that I actually did really good at Armored Core 6. They're assholes. I don't listen to assholes, okay? So there's nothing else I could do. I had to put it on medium. Admittedly, the combat's too easy. It just is. It always has been, by the way. If you've ever watched me play the campaign of these NetherRealm games, whether it's Mortal Kombat 9 through 11 or Injustice 1 and 2, it's the same deal. It's never been different. So it's just more par for the course. They didn't really change it up and make it better. It's kind of the same as it always has been. But admittedly, yeah, the combat's not that good. It's very easy or too hard, and there's no middle ground to make it kind of balanced, okay? And I will say this too. Once we got near the end of today's late stream, there is a plot twist element that's happening in the plot that I don't like. And I'm not going to spoil it. If you watch the playthrough, you'll know what I'm talking about, because I don't want to give it away. But I was like, oh man, really? That's what's going on here? I don't really like that. So you'll see if when you watch my playthrough. I'm not saying that the playthrough's ruined or anything like that by any means. I'm just saying that I definitely feel like they could have went a different way with the plot and it would have ended up being much better. But it is what it is. I am enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it, and I'm looking forward to the conclusion tomorrow, okay? So the thing is, that's really all I have to say about today. Tomorrow's streams are going to be Mortal Kombat 1 on the first stream, where I'm going to wrap up the plot. And the late stream tomorrow night is the conclusion of Chrono Trigger, which has been an ongoing playthrough that I'm very much looking to finishing with all of you. Now also, there will be more gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1 both on Sunday and Monday nights, and likely, since I'll be done with the story, we're going to try out the other mode called Invasion. This is the single-player mode that replaced the Crypt. From what I'm going to understand, it's a bunch of challenging fights, and it's kind of like this interesting game, I guess they're saying. It's kind of like almost like a board game, but not really. It's hard to understand, I guess, unless you play it. But the thing is, you need to do it. If you don't, a lot of the characters in the game, the cameo characters, are locked. So you have to do this before you even try to play the game competitively, because if you don't, you have characters that everyone will be using that you won't have. So I have to do it before I even attempt like online play. There's no point. So that's what I'll be doing probably Sunday, Monday nights, and then probably later in the week maybe we'll do some multiplayer of it, okay? So that's what's going on with the game so far. But I will be honest with all of you, okay? I, at this point, don't even know how to predict how days will go when it comes to support anymore. And this is not a complaint. This is a factual observation. So this last week, I was playing Street Fighter 6, finishing Armored Core 6, playing Starfield, and playing Chrono Trigger. That's what I did in the last week. Great week. Support was great, pretty much almost every stream. Yeah, not every stream was overpoweringly amazing with support, but we had a good balance of everything when it came to support last week. Yesterday, I did an impromptu stream out of nowhere, Street Fighter 6, not even announced. And I got tons of support. There were memberships, there were super chats, there were tips. I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting anything yesterday. Today I play Mortal Kombat 1 all day long, an anticipated game that I paid extra money for to unlock it early so we could do the story early, and the support was not that good at all. The first stream we did hit the tier 1 tips goal, and there were some super chats, and there were some gifted memberships, so that was good. The late stream was incredibly slow for a new release. Like, slower than any Street Fighter 6 stream I've done in weeks, slower than any Starfield stream, yes, slower than Chrono Trigger streams. I was like, what is going on? Now the thing is, maybe it's just a one-off. Maybe it's not a big deal, you know, and that's fine. But yeah, it is a little disheartening when I purposely went out of my way to pay extra money so we could play this together early because people wanted it, and then it was almost a dead stream for support. Like, didn't expect that. Especially with, like I said, yesterday, I expected yesterday's impromptu Street Fighter 6 stream to have nothing, and it was great. And today I do a scheduled game, and it was like low support for that stream. I'm like, what is going on? Now, I'm not looking for an explanation, and I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts, okay? What I would hope is that that's not going to be the case moving forward. That playing Mortal Kombat 1, people will actually show up and support it if they want to see it. Because I'll be honest, yeah, it makes me wonder, maybe people don't like Mortal Kombat as much on my streams. They want to see me continue to play Street Fighter 6 and make my climb with Lily and focus on other characters and play the DLC character, Aki, at the end of the month, rather than care about this game. You know, I don't know. I'm barely scratched the surface of Mortal Kombat 1 at this point. I don't know enough about it to know if the online play will be good, if I'll like it. I don't know yet. It's going to take many streams. Tomorrow's stream, Monday stream to play Invasion Mode before I could even get to really playing online play. That's how they built the game. Listen, if everything was unlocked right now, I could play online right now. You can't. There's locked characters, locked content. I'd essentially be playing a half unfinished, unlocked game if I tried to play online right now. So that's why I'm holding off. And I know some people are only in it for the online play, but what are you going to do? You know, I at least want to get the content out of the game that I can before we get to the online play, you know? And this is guaranteed content that's always been in these. People, you used to like it. It seemed, that was the thing too, attendance was good. People seem to like it that were on the stream. I just don't know if it's an oddball thing with the support today or not, okay? So let's see what happens tomorrow with the conclusion of the story. Let's see what happens with those Sunday, Monday night streams and go from there before we make any kind of judgments or whatever. All right. I had a good time. I want to see how it ends tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to more streams of this game this week. I hope that you are too. Okay? So that's it. Tomorrow, again, finishing the story on the first stream and finishing Chrono Trigger on the late stream. So a day of conclusions tomorrow that hopefully will go better than today did. All right?